Good morning, guys. I am going to talk to you in the kitchen kind of quietly because Mason's asleep and I don't want to wake him up. So sorry for the angle. It's not the prettiest of backgrounds, but so it has been a weekend. It feels so good to pick up this camera again. It's been almost a week since I talked to you guys. So part of this weekend was me celebrating my dad's birthday. And part of this weekend that I purposely didn't share on the vlog until now was me dog sitting for my sister because she had to go to Orlando for a hospital thing and she was gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I didn't want to share that on the vlog because I didn't feel safe telling the internet that I was going to be alone in a house for 3 days, even though nobody knows where I live. It just wasn't safe. So that was part of the reason. And then Thursday was also my dad's birthday, so we had fun with that. So that is why there was no vlog this weekend, but it ended up being, I don't want him to wake up, it ended up being a lot more than I bargained for. The reason I don't want him to wake up right now, by the way, is because I am watching him. My sister has a follow-up doctor's appointment she's at right now, and when she gets back, then I'm off duty. It's pretty easy, but anyway, so I mean, this weekend was also the time change, which I didn't realize till later. I actually didn't remember it until like 9 o'clock on Saturday night, or Saturday night. And so yeah, we're in daylight savings time now, which is awesome, but I am left a little bit, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say scarred. I am left with some bad memories from this weekend, let me put it that way. So let me just recap. Like, Thursday was my dad's birthday, Friday went fine. There was not a game that night, no, but I just was watching the dogs, hanging out in the house, you know, just chilling out. I was a little creeped out at night, but nothing major, and I just talked to my mom for a little bit, talked to friends, and just generally just hung out Friday night. And that's also how, well, let me just not go to Sunday night, let me just go to Saturday night. So Saturday night I was feeling more comfortable because I'd already been through a night here alone. I don't like being alone at night. If I know there's somebody else coming home, like I'm alone in the house a lot with my dad and brother at work, but I know they'll be home at the end of the night. It's being alone for 3 days straight. But anyway, so anyway, Saturday night was going better. Saturday went good. I slept in Saturday. I was feeling good, and Saturday evening there was a hockey game, so I watched that, had a lot of fun with it. The Bolts won, and then I went upstairs to bed after the hockey game, and that's when things got a little bit weird. It was around like 11:30-ish. Someone pulled into my sister's driveway, and 2 men got out of the car, and they were kind of like walking around the house, and I'm not really sure what they were doing. And then, so I called my sister, and she didn't answer. She was asleep at this point, but I talked to her husband, and he said maybe they're dropping something off for the neighbors or whatever, just if they leave, then it's okay. And he was like, if they try to like approach the door, maybe call the police, but like if they leave, it's fine. I'm like, okay, probably nothing, and they left. And about 10 minutes later, they came back, and they were, I was just watching. I was upstairs in my bedroom, and almost all the lights were off in the house. I don't think they thought anybody was home because there's no car in the driveway. There is now, but there wasn't any car in the driveway. And so I just kind of like peeked through the window to kind of see, and then I heard banging on the front door. And it sounded like someone almost trying to mess with the lock. I had the door locked, and it sounded like someone almost trying to turn the knob and banging on the door. And yeah, so they were pretty much trying to get into the house. I don't know what their intentions were. I still don't know what their intentions were, but they were trying to get into the house. And so at that point, I was upstairs. I tried to call my sister's husband again, but he was asleep. So I called my dad. You know, I probably should have ended up calling the police first, but this is not the thought process that was going through my head at the moment. So I called my dad, and he was like, you need to call 911. And so then, instead of immediately calling 911 like a smart person would do, then I ended up calling my mom, asked her what I should do, and she was like, yeah, call the police. And so these people were banging on the door, and I ended up having to call 911. And I was terrified. At this point, it was like midnight. I grabbed Panda and put him on a leash and then called 911 because I wanted Panda out of his cage, because they're in their cages at night. The chihuahuas were going crazy. And in between the time of me making the 911 call and the police showing up, the people on the left, it was not a very long span of time. It felt like an eternity, but it was 9 minutes because I was on the phone with 911 for 4 minutes. And then, which, by the way, I forgot my sister's address, so then I had to go pull up my DoorDash app to find the address. It was kind of interesting, but I found the address. And and so then, but anyway, I was on the phone with 911 for 4 minutes, and then the police showed up like 3 minutes after I hung up with them. So it was a very short span of time, but between that span of time, the people left, and I actually heard, you know, the cop banged, like knocked on the door, and I had to peek out the window to make sure it was the cop and not, you know, the people coming back again. So then he came and it was a sheriff actually, and this was around midnight, and he talked to me for like, I don't know, not very long, maybe 5 minutes, just asked what was going on, and I explained things, and he was very, very nice with me and very like gentle. I think he could tell I was petrified, and so I'm very thankful for a very, very nice cop that showed up. And I told him what happened, and he said that he was going to just patrol the area for the night, because this is a gated community, and so the gate shut at 7. So, and this was midnight. It was somebody that lives in the community. And so he said he was just going to patrol around the street for a while, and they never came back. He said it probably was somebody who was drunk, because it was a Saturday night, it was midnight. They probably were like thinking they were at the right house and couldn't figure out why they could get in the door, or somebody pulling a prank or something. We don't know if they had malicious intent, and I don't even think they knew I was here. But regardless, it petrified me. And so I ended up falling asleep until 4:30 on time change night. I saw the time change. I watched the time flip because I was just talking to my brother on the phone, because he was the only one awake. So I was just talking to my brother for like an hour and a half. And then finally kind of nodded off to sleep around 4:30. Woke up at 6 that morning because my sister called me to ask about like if I was okay and stuff. And then woke up at like 8-ish, 9-ish, and I slept pretty much 3 hours on Saturday night. And so then yesterday, I was exhausted yesterday, and just, I don't even remember most of yesterday, honestly. It just was like this huge blur between the time change and everything that happened on Saturday night. And that's the second time I've been in a house where people have tried to break in. 2015, I was home alone with my friend, so not home alone with me and my friend were home, and somebody in Arkansas, and somebody tried to break into the house, so yay. But it really kind of shook me up, and I'm still a little bit shaken from it, but I'm not alone anymore, and so that's really good. And I love being here with my sister, but I'm really looking forward to going home and just getting out of this house for a bit, because I just need to chill. I pretty much wasn't relaxed from Saturday night to this morning when she got home, is when I finally was able to relax. But yesterday went quiet. I just took care of the dogs like normal, took care of the cats, and it was fine. It was completely normal, completely quiet. Nothing happened yesterday at all. The only thing sorry, baby stuff. So the only thing that's happening now is that the air quality is really bad. It's been bad at home. Can I help you? Can I help you? This cat has been attached to my hip. So it's been really bad at home. It's been in the red category, but here it's been fine. Today it's like in almost red. Still red at home, so whenever I get home I cannot go outside because it's literally listed under emergency conditions, and I'm not really sure why. I have no earthly idea what's going on with that, but that's also another thing going on. But anyway, so that was the weekend. It was honestly, it was, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it was good. I enjoyed hanging out with the dogs. I got really tired of being alone. And I just feel scared. I actually reached out to my therapist on Saturday night completely forgetting about the fact that it was a weekend. And I just wanted to talk to her because I just wanted to talk through what happened. And obviously she didn't get back to me because it was Sunday. And so I don't know if she's going to read that email today and call me or not. I'd really like to talk to her because just process it all. I mean, everything turned out okay. And I'm safe. And I'm not alone anymore. And everything is behind me and it's all good. But it was terrifying. And the one thing I can't explain is, like, when I went to call, like, I typed 911 into the phone and I just stared at it for a minute, almost like it made it real, I guess, in a way, and just terrified. And I'm also very, very thankful for a very, I mean, I know it's their job, but a very calm 911 operator. I was like freaking out, and he was just very calm, so I'm very thankful for that. But so now we move forward. Whenever my sister gets back from her doctor's appointment, I think we're going to try some MREs, and I'll probably upload this here before I go home because it's super long already, but we're going to try the MREs up hot, and I'm going to go home, going to paint, going to not go outside, and going to relax and be very thankful to have people around again. I don't think anybody was trying to hurt me. I don't think they knew I was here. But regardless, if those people had gotten into the house, it was just me and two grown men. Like, there's nothing I could have done. So, but that is life. Never a dull moment. Hello, March. I knew you had to be crazy somehow, but anyway, I'm just thankful everything ended okay. I'm thankful that I'm back with family. I'm thankful that it wasn't all bad. It was not all bad. I enjoyed, like, hanging out with the dogs, just sitting watching TV, just going for walks because the air quality was okay. It's not now. And just generally relaxing when I could. And then after Saturday night, I was just ready to be done. But so that's the day, and we are going to move forward in this week now. The time change week. It did not get dark until 7:30 last night, which threw me off. It was like 7 and I was like, whoa, it's still light outside, but it was incredible. And I love time change. I love summer nights, and we are getting close. I don't love the fact it's going to be 90 degrees soon, but I love summer nights. So that is a wrap on that. This is long enough already, but that was my weekend. A lot more than I bargained for. I planned to just come on here and be like, yeah, I was dog sitting and it was good and this is what I'm going to do today. Like, that was the plan, but we all know life doesn't go to plan. So, but I'm okay. Things are okay. My sister's home. She, the hospital thing she had to do went really well, and all is good. And I am so thankful for family and friends that have really been there for me over this weekend. I'm really thankful for that. So I'm gonna shut up now before I wake the baby, and just gonna go listen to some music and drink my coffee that is probably cold by now because I made it an hour ago. Oh, I have started being able to make iced coffee, so that's been fun. This is not iced coffee, it's iced coffee now, but anyway, so just wanted to catch you guys up. Feels good to pick up the camera again. It's been almost a week. I realized I've been at this house almost a week, and we move forward and see what this week holds. So thank you guys so much for coming along, and I will see you guys for a more normal vlog tomorrow. Good night.